Hello everybody, this is Phazeon Phoenix playing Rimworld 1.0 vanilla, pre-full final release. Anyway, we are here in, boy, what was the name of my faction again? Anyway, I only just named it last episode, so I haven't quite got it committed to memory yet. So, anyway, we're here in my colony, which is actually doing pretty good. We built a larger permanent storage place than the little temporary one we were building. It just didn't make any sense to waste the time. We now have a space for some basic workbenches and a kitchen, and this will soon be food storage over here. And we were doing well, but then somebody came and said, "Hey, I'm a raid." And rather than coming in for tea, this individual decided to come in. Oh, they're not even wearing anything. My goodness. So yeah, this quote-unquote raid will not be a big deal. The only thing is that they got a steel knife. They just have no idea how to use it. So I'm thinking that I'll have to deal with this first, of course. So what I will do is get everybody to wait. We'll do this so that I don't have to go hunting weapons afterwards. Get everybody to come over here and stand in the storage room. And then drop their weapons. Drop the revolver. Drop the knife. Jan is still coming. Come on, Jan. Don't need to be forbidden. They just need to be dropped. Come on, Jan. Oh, Jan was hunting. Sorry, Jan. Okay, you two must drop your weapon. Hunter lacks range. I know. I understand. Okay, so where is our enemy now? Right there. Alright, okay, let's just head on out there and meet up. Because we're gonna get into a good old-fashioned brawl here. Here we go, here it goes! Ooh, ooh! Ooh, ow, ooh, oh! Ooh, ow, ooh, oh! Ooh, ow, oh! Okay. Down. Alrighty. So, that worked out pretty well, actually. Let's take our tea. The only thing is we don't really have anywhere for criminals yet. I can put her... It's not going to be the greatest, but we can... furniture. We can put down a sleeping spot here on the floor in the kitchen. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong game. There we go. So I put down a sleeping spot, and then I mark this for prisoners. That means that this whole room, any other beds I put in this room would be for prisoners, but I'm not going to put any other beds in this room for prisoners. So we have a place for her now. It's not the greatest accommodations, but then again, neither are we in the greatest accommodations. So let's recruit everybody. And then what are we doing here? Hauling a sandstone chunk. Hauling Psychite tea, hauling steel knife. Okay, so somebody capture Arison here. There we go. So that was actually not so bad. I don't think anybody got hurt. Let's see. Lost a toe, but I don't think that's recent. If that was, well, wait, if that was recent, no, shot off. Arison did not have a gun, so right away we get this new tab here for prisoner. And here we can see, again, we've got that sliding scale about what medicine they get. I don't mind. Well, these are... Okay, so I want her to get better, and I want this to go down because I want to recruit her. They recently added this idea of resistance, so you have to whittle down their resistance before you start the recruitment attempts. So we have to try and make her happy if we can. Awful prison cell naked. Give her this pair of pants. How am I going to do that? The other thing I'm going to need is a tailoring bench. I will put that down right now, actually, now that I've got that in my head. Handcrafting Taylor bench. There are electric versions as well as an electric version of the stove. And I also need to actually put some research down, but I'm going to do a... the next building I'm going to do is not going to be this large, and it's going to be a dining hall and a research area in the back. Now, for researching, the speed is influenced a fair amount by the decor of the research lab that it's in. Even so far as using sterile tile floors helps a lot in making making the individual who is doing it much more comfortable and thus doing faster work. The other thing is that all of these workbenches also, as you can see, there's an outline here for a bench or a chair. I will put a wooden stool because that is what I have got the spare wood for. So all of these workbenches could and will, at least as far as I'm doing this, have a bench so that they will be able to sit. And you know, and as you get more money, you can start doing things more extravagantly if you wish. So let's hope that her traits change a little bit as we start treating her wounds. Oh, I need to start putting in torches, actually. They're even sized on the inside. That's a little odd, but oh well. Let's just distribute a few of these around. Good enough. What I could do... Okay, so how would I get those pants somewhere where she could get them? Well, thought that I have is by using a single stockpile with a very important priority. We clear everything, but we go under apparel here and we find pants. And if I had a shirt, I'd give you a shirt. Oh, wait, I just made the tailor bench, so I can make you a shirt. Alright. T-shirt. Button-down shirt. Button-down shirt. We'll just have them make a couple. They probably won't be very good at it. How are we doing on stone blocks? 20, yay! Okay. Bench for a non-existent butchering table. There it goes. How are you doing here? Slept in the heat. Yeah. Can't help that one much. She's going to be a little tough to recruit. But she's going to be worth it because, I mean, there's our researcher right there. Planet known master, like I was going to kill her. And crafting is a good solid thing too, so, Glitter World nerd. Oh, this isn't working because this is also an important storage. So this, now that the other one is gone, can go back to normal, and then this is important. You can rename the storage zones if you wish. I may do so for this. Caps lock key on. Big storage. There we go. It is nighttime, so almost everybody is asleep, and Lynn is playing horseshoes. Western Bantam. That's the name of my faction. And let's go to the world menu. Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay. Been here, that's right. Western Bantam and been here. Okay, so the researcher is no longer incapable of walking. She's been here. Anyway. So, will somebody please move these pants? Yeah, they're hauling a pretty high priority. Now Lynn's going to sleep. So how are we doing? We got a fair enough wood. We won't need to go digging for that anymore. Components. Yeah, we're doing alright here. So, let us start with putting down some power. We'll start with a wood generator. I won't even need any power conduit because this is the fridge right here. Now, a room this size, one is not going to be enough. And especially if I get a heat wave, even two might not be enough. Because of the single thickness walls, wood is not particularly a very great insulator. Yeah, so there's a couple of different factors if it gets really hot. One tile's unroofed? Let me guess. Yes. This... It's just one too big. Well, I can't really do anything with it except that. There's another mod that it gives you a pillar like you'd find in a basement that doesn't take up the space but will still keep the ceiling up. Great for these really big storage rooms. Well, now I've got a bit of an off-size grid going on here. Oh well. Okay, the stove is finally here, so now we have to go and add jobs here. Cook simple meals is where we want to start. We'll do it until, let's say 3, 4 each person. So that'd be 9, 10's fine. So, if you hit on details, it shows you a lot more information about this particular job. You can change the 3 modes right here in a little bit. More granular control over the number. This is where you can tell it to limit where it's pulling a its resources from. So here it's going to look everywhere. I could tell it only to look in big storage. But look everywhere is fine for now. You can also tell it to pause when the number's satisfied. So let's say after 10 it would pause itself and would become unpaused at the second number here. For this order it's not necessary, but for others it might help you save a little time. Because then that means that they won't be constantly going over and doing 1 or 2 of that task and then interrupting something else. They'll wait until they like 5 and then they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then be done with it. So this is where you can restrict it to a particular worker if you want, or a particular working skill if you want. You can also determine the input radius distance, useful if you need it. But the best stuff is right here, though. We can determine what to use to make it. Obviously, we don't want human meat, not unless you're cannibals. Does happen. Also, we don't want insect meat. For humans, because they don't like it. But the animals, on the other hand, can eat it just fine. Very important to remember that. But anyway, all I've got right now is rice, so that's what it'll be using to make my meals. It's also other... insect jelly is okay. That's basically honey. I've only got rice at the moment. So they will use rice. It takes 5 ingredients. Or wait. No. It takes 0.5 nutrition, which I think is like 10 rice or something like that. And then cooks 1 meal out of it. Now this meal will be will go bad if it's not refrigerated or cooled. You can freeze it, you can refrigerate it, and refrigerating it just reduces the time it doesn't prevent it, it doesn't stop it, whereas freezing it does stop it. So someone's brought all the things necessary here. Ella is harvesting more rice. We got lots of rice. Heel roots about 40% on average. Corn's about 35%. Yeah, corn grows relatively slowly, but will give you a very big harvest once it's ready. And then we'll enter into a recycling that's a little shorter than the initial build-up. So it does tend to play out in the end, but we will get a couple of good solid harvests off of this. These I don't really mind either way what happens to the psychoid plant or the smoke leaf plants. I'll let my people do that, but it's not I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not making a stoner party, man. Maybe another one. Anyway, major break risk. Lynn, you are just not having a good time here. What is going on? Ate without table, slept on ground, slept in heat, unsightly environment, awful barracks. Wow. Night owl in daytime. Well, that'll go away in a very short period of time. You know what I'm going to have to do for night owls in particular is make sure that they do stay asleep for their downtime, because it's just they don't stay asleep and then they get that debuff. So she'll do that next time. But yeah, maybe what I should do is bedrooms. Where should I do them? Well, let's see. If I follow this grid that I've got going on here, even as wonky as it is, that'll be... Wait a minute, something doesn't look right. Aha, it's not. Cancel. As you can kind of tell, I'm a lot more used to the keyboard arrangements for this game than I am Oxygen Not Included at times. It's all just the differences in the interface, really. The big thing that I keep doing is that you hit tab here to bring up the architect menu, and that's where you do most of your construction from. And then you use the numbers to change the speed that the game is running at. Whereas in Oxygen Not Included, tab changes the speed in a cycle: low, medium, high, low, medium, high. And the numbers correspond to the various build menus that there's up to 9 of the damn things. So, each game does things differently. Anyway, so I need to put some doors here. These are indeed oddly shaped, so I will just embrace the oddity of it. Now, there's a really important reason to make them in units like this. I could continue and put up to 4 of them. I think I will. But I will still put the little knobs at the end here. I don't know what else to call them. We don't need these, though. I was just measuring. Okay, so then this will also have floors. Wooden floors. Okay, so furniture. Now everybody gets a nice bed. Bed. Will rotate. Bed. Okay. For every bed, there needs to be an end table. That's the front. It's facing left, so that means this guy and this guy. Then you rotate it, that's the back. Now it's facing right. There we go. I wish that was a little bit more straightforward, like with a nice little arrow or something. But anyway, we could also do a dresser. Again, that's facing left. Doesn't have to be right there, but oh well. When we rotate it, that's facing right. They'll all get an animal sleeping spot. Let's say corner opposite where they are. Yeah, I'm trying to build symmetrical. Bite me. No. Then we'll put the torch right there. That'll be replaced with power in the very near future once I have something a little more definite. So I've got an end table, I've got a bed, and they've got a dresser, and maybe a potted plant. Sure, potted plants, they're fun. That'll be fine. So there's our bedrooms. You do want to do bedrooms as opposed to barracks. As you see, they get a debuff for being in barracks. They get a debuff for sleeping on the ground. They'll get a debuff if they don't have a roof over their head. So, you know, it's you got to make them happy in order for them to do anything. Crumpled weakly because of a bruise. So that's the combat log. In intense pain, hot. There's a low-tech cooling solution called the passive cooler, which I could put in here, and that would bring it down a little bit. These lamps, the torches do unfortunately create a little bit of heat. So what is it? The temperature's over here. Yeah, that's 37 degrees Celsius in there. And it's, yeah, wow, this is definitely summer. So it gets up to 35 degrees Celsius. I typically play with a mod that shows both at the same time, Fahrenheit and Celsius. I am used to Fahrenheit more than Celsius, but I force myself to use Celsius sometimes. Not like I can't understand the numbers, you know. Okay, so this means that this is going to be pretty hard to cool down. We've already got power, so I never used to be able to understand these numbers very well, but maybe they've changed it, or maybe I was just stupid. But this is the amount of excess energy that's not being utilized by anything, so there's actually nothing on this line just yet. There will be once we get these two on there finished. One's got its resources delivered to it, the other doesn't. So Lynn is still moving items. I think we can go down on the hauling priority here for a little bit. We've got an ample amount of stone right there. Is anybody actually doing wardening? No. So let's set this up a little higher so Yan can do it when he's supposed to. Because I would like to start getting her. She needs to come in and be one of us. Oh, and she'll have a nicer prison cell in a minute. Alright, so now we got the first cooler built. So now the figures, as you can see, excess on the grid is now 800 instead of 1000. This is using 200 watts. So this needs to go down 11, 1, even more. -9 sounds about -10. 9. Less button clicks. So this will try and unfortunately not succeed because this is just simply too much heat in the ambient temperature. So we'll need the other one built here, so please somebody hurry up and do that. But it is already influencing the temperature shown down here. This is outdoors 28, indoors 18, indoors 24. Oh boy, this is indeed hot. And then this is indoors 11. So yeah, it is getting better. The other thing is that we can use vents to allow air to flow through rooms, and maybe this will cool both. Yeah, because of her low mood, the resistance won't wear off that quickly. So we're working on it. Oh, and she's going through psychite withdrawal. Yeah, she does have to do that, unfortunately. Well, maybe I need to actually remove this for her to pick it up. Or maybe she can't move. Moving very poor, so maybe she can't move. Oh, let's forbid that for the moment. Are you still bleeding? No, you've been treated. I don't know what the red is for. There we go. So this too needs to set at -9. I will do this on occasion where I'll spread them out a little bit so that only one to really try and get to that really low temperature. Indoors at 14. So now this says 600 fuel for 2 days. Oh, look, I've got a self-tamed pet. It's an alpaca. Now alpacas, I could train them, but maybe I'll train them all for obedience, just for the fun of it. But the biggest important thing about these guys is that they have wool that they'll shed every once in a while, and we can use it to make clothing out of. So we'll need some. As a matter of fact, maybe I should go out and tame some more. Just for their... well, of course, then I'm going to need to do some... hay grass rather quickly. Okay, I will. Shall we get some breeding stock? What have I got? I got a female, so let's say I get one more female. Not hunting, taming. Wait, let's just visually find them. That might be easier, because there's a bunch here. Here's a male. We'll tame him. And these are some of the easiest creatures to tame. They do not require any skill. So if you do not have any skill in animal at all, you can catch these. You can train these and tame these, and then use them to give you training and more animal handling. I don't see any more within any nice distance, so honestly, just the 2. Well, no, I want a little more because just 2 is not enough. There's these ibex or impalas? No, gazelles. Then there's deer over here with a stag or a buck. Same difference, really. Rhinoceri. No, wait, this thing tells me there's more alpaca out here. Why didn't I see them? I'm blind. Alright, so there's a couple of females here, so let's tame the females. There we go. So, that is going to necessitate the creation of a place for them and a place for their food. Oh, this is actually mud. That's not healthy. I'm going to need to use the water, but there's a pump that I can use to get the water out of there. Alright, so this is just barely, and I was right. It's not enough for, okay, so what I can do is this. Rather than building another cooler, we will double the walls on this building. Diagonal pieces actually do not matter. So, what will matter is this. Oh man, I can't... Oh, if I move... Oh well, it is just wood. If I do this, I have to move it. You know, I wonder... I could probably just do that. and build a roof over it. No. Well, it wouldn't matter. It's still outdoors, so... Alright, so, how am I doing on wood? We're running a little low, but we're not bad. Will you get out of my house to be Mr. Megasloth? Get on, just skedaddle. There's another mod. One of them is titled Shoo! And it does just that. It just tries to non-aggressively, although it still has just about the same reaction as taming does. Just try and shoo them away with that same level of error that it could go wild and attack. It's actually kind of neat. When I might play with that next time. Are you still incapable of walking? Well, you're in restraints, so... I don't know if I can give prisoners clothing like that. It's not certain. Let's finish this wall. There. Well, I was going to say, hey, look, it's helping already, but it might also be just because it's night. So let's not make hasty judgments there. Unlike, there's no way I can say do this over that. Although I can indeed directly indicate work on this, and then work on this. Wait. I can do that, and they'll do it. So it's you know, they don't have the numerical priority subsystem, you know, sub priority like Oxygen Not Included has. They did this differently. Huh? What just happened there? Did you just snort? You just went to sleep. And my alpaca's sleeping over here. Well, I thought this was going to be rich soil, but it's actually mud. But you know what? I'll still use this area. I figure once I get out of here, I could turn this into a barn. So I can still grow over here. Gonna do a nice big grow zone. Yeah, nice big grow zone full of hay grass. So I want to store some of this for later. You know what? You can hide so you don't actually see the zone until you click on it. That would be nice for that big of an obstruction zone. Okay, so they got a lot of construction jobs going on, so they're not getting anything done in any real hurry here. But, oh, well, it's going down slowly. When we're working on it, we're working on it. Let's go up to speed 3 here. And it's already, okay, so it's already negative under 0. So we've already got our freezer. Anything less than that is just a buffer. So, okay, now we are going to very specifically allow things in here. So let's just close all this. We are going to allow fresh, not rotten, so they'll take that out of here eventually. If they've got somewhere to put it. We're going to put all, well, no, we're going to put all meals and all raw food, chocolate. Hay does not go in here. Pemmican wood could go in here. And kibble will go in here. This will be in a lower priority, but okay, that'll be fine. So kibble will go here. Everything but hay, because hay I'll store somewhere else. And under manufactured, in particular, is herbal medicine. It needs to be refrigerated, as well as I think ambrosia, beer. Well, I'm actually just kind of putting all this stuff in here because it's basically for people's consumption rather than anything else. I'm not going to put the Luciferium in there. That is some very bad stuff. I will not be putting that anywhere. So is the so is Yayo. Well, I just need somewhere to put some of these things, really. Neutroamine and wart, and the rest of this. Okay, so these are all things that need refrigeration. You don't have to go in quite as much detail as I did. You could do just the meals and the raw food, and the herbal medicine is the one you really want to dig down there for. So they will move all of that over here. You know what? I will temporarily set this at a higher priority. They will bring all that stuff over here. So now, one thing I need to do, the butcher table needs to have butcher creature and have it done forever. That way they'll never stop. It's also where you make the kibble, and I will do this so that they've got 100 at the moment. Good enough? Whoa! Hey, you don't do that! I think Ella and Jan can handle this. Yeah, she kind of snapped. Nacho, you need to get out of there, and unfortunately I can't order the animals around. But, I kind of think the dog's got the advantage here. I just want to end it. Come on, Jan, get in here. Because honestly, the dog will injure her, yeah, quite a bit more than I would care for. One of you guys need to capture. Oh, taking to bed. Harrison. Oh dear. Alright, now that you have been injured with bites, go Nacho. All you got was a bruise. He hit you once. Or she hit you once. She was in restraints and she's going through psychite withdrawal, so she's not doing so hot. But she will be fine. Like, oh, come on, man. You know you wanna. Here, have some food. Come on, Harrison, you really know you want to come in here. I just got to get you a better prison cell. Then you'll start feeling better about it. So she is going out here and planting this huge field hay grass. Maybe I should temporarily pause that. Allow sowing. Turn that off. It's not an important right this minute thing. You're fine, Nacho. Oh, he's gonna feed you. Aw. And that has already... Yeah, see, now it's up to -5, -4. When it's not very bad. I need some construction happening, so I've got to make some changes here. That should do it. Yep. So it's brought it down. I mean, it's at 19 degrees Celsius. Now who's gonna major break? Lynn. Why are you major breaking, Lynn? Barracks. Hungry. We've got food. You gotta eat. Ate without table. Yeah, I'm working on it. Slept on the ground. Yeah, I'm working on it. Ooh, did I get another? I got 2 more alpacas. They tamed in. Nice. Okay. Can I finally rename the animals? No. Doggone it. Nope. Still can't name them unless they've been bonded to somebody. There's an event that happens, and then they'll give it a name, but then you can't choose it. You're still being taught how to haul, Nacho. We'll set the alpacas to no medical care. Oh, and now we will potentially use our first area here. So we will manage areas. We have one that starts out in the beginning. We'll change its name to Farm Yard. So we will then define this zone like so. And honestly, they can go all the way down here too. I don't mind. This is where I'm going to tell all of my animals, or at least my farm animals, that they can go in here. That does not include my garden. So they can wander around in here. Eventually I'll fence this off or something like that, you know. So then I go over here to animals, and then I go assign to farmyard. And I guess I'll have to build some more animal beds. Sorry, crowding you guys out. Ha ha ha. That's alright, you'll have your own bedrooms in a real as soon as you guys finish making them. Oh, you're all sleeping, aren't you? No, just Ella. Oh, Yana's now too. How are you doing? You're all treated anyway. You're not doing good, that's for sure. Yeah, people don't have their weapons. Let's equip that, Lynn. What do you need? Need warm clothes. The outdoor temperature is not going to reach -4 right now, or 4. I don't think so anyway. Not going to get that cold yet. Still got summer going, guys. Come on. Okay. There goes my alpacas. Now, they'll eat the hay grass as it grows as well. That's kind of the reason this is so large. The other thing is that I need a supply to last over winter. So, it's going to be turned into kibble, and that's what they'll be feeding. It'll make things last a little longer. I'll feed it to them straight at first, but eventually. So basically what we'll do is we'll have a stockpile right here. We'll build a roof over it. I don't need to worry about supports because it's small and there's already a wall here. Nacho's healed, and this will have nothing. It will remove rotten, but it will be hay. See, there we go. Hey, hey, hey. Actually, we'll do this too. We'll shrink that, and then we will make a new one like this. Oh, that really is only expand. Okay, fine. Oh, it's because of the... Okay. Well, that worked anyway. It's because of the grow zone that's also here. That's why that's not working. So... This one... Hay. And this one is going to be specifically no rotten kibble. 2 stacks of it. We'll set this to preferred priority. This will be normal because it's the only place that will accept hay. And then this will be farm kibble. This will be farm hay. And you don't really have to do that. It's useful in certain places and not really that important. Can we like clean up all this blood? That'd be like really super nice if we could. Yeah. Because, you know, no one likes to lay in a pool of their own blood. Ugh. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, sure. Sorry you didn't put the pants on. Or did you? No, you didn't. Where did the pants go? Oh, they got put back in here. Well, whatever. I guess I just can't do that. Oh, I think I am out of wood. That is why they have finished building. Is that I do not have any remaining wood to do anything with, so I need to cut some trees. Cut some trees, cut some trees, cut some trees. There's just not a lot in here. Yeah, sure. That's why they're out. Go, Ella. Oh, well, we're reached the end of our time here. Gone a little over, actually. So we're still doing fine. We very handily handled that little raid here, which is going to get us eventually, very hopefully, cross our fingers, net us a very good scientist. We just have to whittle her down and get her to join. I was trying to give her some clothing, but no, she just wouldn't put it on. So I don't know. Anyway, maybe I just don't know the details about it. But we are expanding around. We're building bedrooms for everybody so that they no longer have to be in the barracks. And we've got stone going so that we can start making things out of stone in the very near future here. You know, I could actually add a few more on here because let's have limestone. It's the same. Whoops, 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 whoops. Boy, that's a lot. Whatever. Anyway, so we will do that as well. And I might as well add marble. Now, you can do this one, make any stone block, but I choose to do it a little differently. Because I don't want or need as nearly as many marble, and I am going to need the priority here of making the sandstone and the limestone before the marble. So there we go. So we are moving right along here, so this is where we're going to have to stop for today. This was Phasion Phoenix playing Rimworld with a good old vanilla version pre 1.0. So if you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get all the notifications. And like my videos and leave comments because I like to read comments. So until next time, everybody, have a good one. Bye-bye.